Kia ora, everybody. In today's lesson, we're going to be discussing the Internal Achievement Standard 1.4 Linear Algebra Practice Assessment, which was the taxi charges. So the first question asks to represent the three taxi companies' charges using the same representation. For example, three equations or three graphs with the same variables and scale. First thing we're going to look at is the given information. Fred's Taxi Company, we are told, has a fixed charge of $5. So just to get in the taxi, the flag falls when there's a $5 charge. Also, 50 cents per kilometer. So what we want to do is see if we can get an equation much like the one from P&G, but for Fred's. Well, we know these charges are going to be similar to the form y equals mx plus c. C is the y-intercept and m is the gradient. I would encourage you to go back and look at the video lesson on the Linear Algebra Chalk and Talk that's on your website if this doesn't sound familiar. So, think about it this way. If it's 50 cents per kilometer and $5 for the fixed charge, one of these numbers is going to be the gradient m, and one is going to be the y-intercept c. When you get in the taxi, the second that you get in, how many kilometers have you traveled? 0. So that means that the c, that's going to be our fixed charge. So the fixed charge is going to be c per kilometer is 50 cents. So my cost is going to be equal to 0.50 times x, which in this case is going to be the distance or number of kilometers, plus my $5 charge. So there's the equation for Fred's. C equals 0.50d plus 5. We've got the equation given from P&G. Now what we want to do is come up with the equation for flat rate. Well, they're charging $25 regardless of the distance up to 60K. And as we read in the problem, there are some destinations we're looking at. They're all less than 60K. Remember, we were talking about these distances here to city center, to Port, and to Bethlehem, and every one of those distances is less than 60K. So, for flat rate, we're going to say C equals 25. And that gives us our equations. The last thing we'd want to do, if you wanted to do these as far as the breakdown of P&G, well, the fixed charge was $5 for Fred's. So what's the corresponding number there? That's going to be the 2. So the fixed charge is $2. And since Fred's charged 50 cents per kilometer, we see that P&G is going to be charging 65 cents per kilometer. So that sorts out the first question regarding representations of the equations. Coming right back.